Hey everybody, Corp Cosplay here, and today we're not just talking to cosplayers, we're talking to the general public who attends Comic-Cons. These are the 5 times you should not be taking photos of cosplayers. Hey everybody, my name is Corp Cosplay. I've been a cosplayer in the Southern Ontario area for the past 10 years, but really for the past 5 years, I've made this my full-time hobby. I've won a couple awards, I attend some cons for 15 years, I've guested at a few cons. Today, we are going to talk about cosplay photography and people taking photos of cosplayers at Comic-Con. Now, this is something that obviously we're all aware is happening. People dress up in cosplays to get their photos taken at Comic-Cons. But if you are new to Comic-Con, you may not understand when is appropriate to take a photo and when it is not appropriate to take a photo. So I'm going to go over my top 5 times you probably shouldn't be taking a photo of a cosplayer. Number 1 is one of the most obvious ones, but I've still seen it happen after attending cons for 15 years. When a cosplayer is eating, probably not the most flattering photo to take, and probably not the best time to take a photo. As a cosplayer, we are usually very malnourished and very thirsty. So when we get a second to take 5 seconds and take a quick bite to eat, or we're just taking a full-on break and sitting down and eating something, whether it's a slice of pizza, granola bar, even drinking some water, probably not the most, again, flattering photo. There's probably many photos of people out there mid-pizza slice and just sauce running down their face or something. If a cosplayer is eating or drinking or not really paying attention to, you as the photographer, probably not a good time to take a photo. Again, I've seen people sadly get angry with people who have taken their photos for valid reasons. I completely understand it, but yeah, for those who are taking photos, if you just wait 30 seconds, or if you maybe go up and talk to the cosplayer and say, "Do you mind if I take your photo when you're done eating?" They'll probably say yes. It's just taking them when they're not prepared comes a little annoying after a while. The second time you should probably not be taking a cosplay photo, and this is sad that in 2025, I actually have to say this, when a cosplayer is changing. Yes, and I don't mean changing in the washroom. That is obvious that you shouldn't be doing that. But I've seen some cosplayers in certain areas of the con that are designated as, a workshop area or a cosplay recovery lounge or something like that, where I've seen people that obviously I assume are not familiar with the Comic-Con etiquette will sneak their head in and start taking photos of cosplayers where they have taken half of their cosplay off to either rest or do repairs on it. Don't do that, because again, it's not a good photo for the cosplayer, but it's also probably not a great photo for the person taking the photo. Like, I understand there are people who are just not comfortable having those personal interactions and having a conversation with people, but I don't understand the point of going home and being like, "Look at this amazing photo I took of someone half in cosplay." It doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, if you notice anyone who is obviously half a cosplay, you probably should not be taking their photo. Another one, and this has happened to me specifically, I shouldn't say we in the industry, me as a cosplayer, but I've also seen it a lot in Disney and stuff like that, when a character has their head off. Specifically for me, it's Ghost Rider. There are many times where I just get so tired of wearing that head after a while that I take it off for a few seconds, especially if I'm talking to a friend, and it just makes things easier. And I've had people swing up and take a photo of me where I just don't have my head on. And it's something I see a lot about Disney cast members and stuff who may be in, Tigger or Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse, and, maybe they're taking a break over in a corner away from everybody, and people will sneak up and take a photo of them without their mascot head on. And again, it goes back to the last point. I don't understand why that is a good photo. I don't know if it's a sort of I got 'em type thing, which again doesn't make sense. But yeah, I've seen it. I've experienced it, and I've told people, like, just ask me for a photo, and I will gladly put the head back on and take a photo with you. But yeah, if you ever see someone walking around and they're obviously holding a head, probably not take that photo. This one I see a lot. And I mean a lot. Several times a day at every convention. People taking photos of you from a distance. And this usually happens when you're posing for another photographer. Like if someone comes up and takes a photo of you in a pose, and then there is almost certainly someone about 5 to 10 feet behind that photographer, either overhead or some weird angle, taking a photo. I hope it's just because you don't have the skills to do an interaction with someone. I hope that's what it is. I hope it's just not ignorance. But again, just come and talk to us. We are obviously in the middle of posing for another person's photos. Why would we not want to take your photo? Like, again, it probably will look a lot better if you just come up and ask us. But yeah, I've experienced this a lot, especially with Ghost Rider, because there will be, there's one thing about having several photographers in front of you where people just kind of come in kind of side by side and just do across, which is, I completely get it and I love it. But without a doubt, there is one person like in the back, and I really notice this a lot more because I volunteer at Comic-Cons, and there are always people walking by the celebrity lines way at the back and just kind of taking photos of all the celebrities. It happens to cosplayers too. Just don't. Just don't. It sadly happens a lot more than it should. Just come talk to us. We are more than happy to, if we're finishing with one photographer, we're more than happy to help you with your photo too. And last but not least, again, I see this all the time and I do not understand why. When a cosplayer is having a conversation with someone, don't take a photo. Because it looks weird. Like, it looks like you're spying on us. It looks like a weird, like, James Bond type photo where I'm having a conversation like this and the photo is, like, it's a weird shot. Just talk to us. Again, if we're in the middle of a conversation, if we're not paying attention to you, don't take our photo. Like, it's real simple. But again, I think it has a lot to do with people not being able to have conversations with strangers. And I'm guilty of that too. There are definitely times where I've run into other cosplayers that I've met online and I'm like, oh man, I don't know how to have the conversation with this person. And that's one thing, but don't be going around snapping photos that obviously look like crap. And again, we're in the fandom and the cosplay world because we know we're probably going to get photos taken. So just come over and talk to us. We're more than happy to probably take a photo with you. So that's it. Those are the 5 times I would suggest not taking a photo of a cosplayer. Again, if you're a cosplayer, this probably isn't the video for you, but I do want to post it because, again, I run into this every single con, every single year that I cosplay. There are people who just don't know the etiquette of conventions and are maybe scared of cosplayers. I don't know, but I want to put this out there because it definitely happens, and I want to try to stop it as best I can because we're wanting to do good photos. You just got to talk to us and we'll be more than happy to help. So if you like this video, click the link below, subscribe to the channel. We got a whole bunch more cosplay stuff coming up and I cannot wait to see what you're going to cosplay next. Take care. We'll talk soon.